We've had a lot of good games so far in this series, but none may be better than the one last week against our arch rival South Dakota State. Down 2 scores with under 2 minutes left, the Coyotes were able to score once, recover an onside kick, drive down the field with less than a minute left, throw another touchdown, and Deontay Knox put us ahead, but South Dakota State would not go quietly. With 1 second left on the clock, they had a shot for the end zone, but Jawan Huber come up with a big stop, and we were victorious. And welcome back to the South Dakota Dynasty. Today the Coyotes are on the road. They are 3-3 on the season as they'll be taking on Air Force. Air Force, of course, has one of the best option and rushing attacks in the country, and we'll have to see how we're able to hang with them. We're 2-1 in conference and currently are in 3rd place in the Mountain West Mountain Division, and we're playing well. We'll have to see if we're able to slow down this dynamic Air Force option attack. Will Morris will start off and pitch it outside to Overman III as he's into the open field and has a ton of room to run and will take it all the way for the first play of the game. A 73-yard touchdown for Air Force, as that is not the ideal start you want if you're South Dakota. Now our offense will look to answer back, but Battle recovers the fumble from Jalen Tate, and the poor start will continue for the Coyotes, as Air Force has good field position after they take over after the fumble. Morris breaks 1 tackle and is brought down to the 1-yard line, so it'll be goal to go for Air Force after a 15-yard run. A split backfield as Morris will pitch it out, and Myrick gets into the end zone, breaking Jackson Harvey's tackle, and about as bad of a start as you could possibly think of if you're South Dakota. So our offense is back on the field now, and we'll start this drive off with a give to Rakeem Boyd as he's able to pick up 8 yards. He had 11 carries for 81 yards last week and a touchdown. Now Jalen Page is in the ball game as Tate will keep it and had a good end of the game. He didn't throw much in the first pretty much 30 minutes of the game, but in those final 2, he was able to throw the ball well and lead us to the comeback. 2nd down and 11, a 3-wide set from the pistol. Jalen Page had to leave last week's game, but didn't really play very well when he was actually in the game, but is back for this week's game. Now a throw underneath for Jacoby Patton, who has the 14-yard reception and a first down, as that's his first catch on the day. Brock Peterson will come in motion as they give it to Page with a pulling guard. He gets outside for a nice gain of 9 yards, and it'd be 3rd down and short. Twin tight end from the pistol as Knight is the back. They give it to him straight up the middle. He had 15 carries for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. As a team, we had 320 yards rushing on 53 carries. Now Tate will throw outside and a strike to Cordell Hicks for 16 yards. Inside of the 15-yard line, they'll give it to Bolden, who powers his way up the middle and gets 6 yards on that run as we're inside of the 10-yard line. Balled around the 3, they'll give it to Tay Knight, who is into the end zone for another touchdown. He has played incredibly well this year, makes an impact in a number of ways for this Coyotes team. Give goes to Overman after South Dakota drives down the field with ease for the touchdown. 3rd down and 4. Morris is going to throw, and he gets rid of it quickly, as maybe saw the pressure was getting there and just decided to bail on it, and South Dakota's offense will take back over. With a chance to tie this game up, we'll start off with a swing pass for Tay Knight. He makes a move in the open field and picks up 8 yards, a good start to this drive. Knight is still the back with Page split out wide, and it'll be Knight straight up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run. It's a 20-yard gain. He has 5 carries for 30 yards already. Now Boyd is the back with Page split out wide, and Tate will just keep it the whole way, picking up 10 yards and a first down, as the chains will move once again, still relying on our ground game today. Boyd is the back. He gets to outside. He's inside of the 10 and powers his way into the end zone for the long touchdown. He had a 30-yard touchdown last week, and there's a big one for the redshirt sophomore who's really starting to establish himself this season in these last couple of games. But now it's Morris. He's into the open field. He's inside of Coyote territory, breaks one, and is brought down by Sylvie at the 20-yard line, but it's a 54-yard gain for the veteran quarterback. Myrick will get the handoff as McCray can't bring him down. Stiff arms another defender and is brought down inside of the 10-yard line, a gain of 12 yards. 3 backs in the backfield now for Air Force. They give it to the fullback, and he gets into the end zone, powers his way through Deion Kendrick, and it'll be a 7-point lead for Air Force as we head into the second quarter. Jalen Tate rolls out to his left, tries to throw back, but doesn't set his feet. He had Tay Knight open on the wheel route. Instead, it'll be 3rd down and 7. Looks to be the same play, but Tate sets his feet this time and will go down. Good coverage downfield, and the pressure is able to get there. Strong starting field position for Air Force. They pitch it out wide to the fullback, and he is out of bounds after a gain of 7. Now back under center, they give to the fullback once more. He breaks 1 tackle, has the 1st down run, and the chains will move, a gain of 6. So 1st down and 10, they'll go to the shotgun now. Looks like it's a little bit of load option, pitching it out wide to Myrick. Harvey gets there and slows him up enough to bring him down. So 2nd down and inches, they give it to Myrick once again. He's got room and he is into the end zone. As Air Force started with 14 points, we followed with 14, and now they've come back with another 14 points. We'll open this drive in the Wildcat, as starting off with a give for Jalen Page on the read option. He's able to pick up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6, McDonald in the slot as they stay with the Wildcat and give it to Page once more as he picks up 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 3, stay with Tay Knight at quarterback. Page will get it for the 3rd straight play on the read option, as they don't want to allow Tay Knight to get out wide, but Page picks up 15 yards that time. Very good blocking. Now option and nowhere to go. Great defense there by Air Force. It's a loss of 2 for the senior. Page checks out and Boyd checks in. He gets the handoff as we continue with the Wildcat. I believe that's now 5 straight plays in it. 3rd down and 3, we're going to stick with it. And Tay Knight breaks the tackle, gets outside, and a great effort to get the 1st down, as it's now 1st down and 10. The first time Tay Knight actually kept it on that drive. And this time he's going to throw it, and off the mark, looking for Phoenix McDonald, trying to catch him sleeping after running it so much with the Wildcat read option. Now it's Boyd. He's into the open field, shows off his burst, and picks up 20 yards. His 4th carry, he's averaging 17 yards per carry so far today. Now a quick pitch, it goes to Rakeem Boyd as he powers and bulldozes through 2 defenders, picking up 11 yards. He has looked incredible so far today and lately. Boyd once more, he's brought down hard, still picks up a good gain of 6 yards though, as he nears 100 yards rushing in this first half. Now to be Tate on the keeper. He gets into the end zone as we've cut it back down to a 1-score game, 28-21. 3 minutes left. Let's see if we can get a stop here. A great start and a great play by Deron Covington, the true freshman nose tackle, gets into the backfield immediately there. Now a draw play, nowhere to go for Overman. He loses 2 yards as our rushing defense looks like it may be coming alive a little bit. 3rd down and 13, what we need to do, get him off schedule, and 3rd down and long, but Markel Weber, the former South Dakota native, comes away with the reception. Now Morris on the option, he pitches it to Roberts, and he's into the open field. Kendrick trying to chase him down, makes contact, and McCray finally tackles him after a 45-yard gain. As inside of the red zone, it'll be the Falcons driving. Load option once again, Overman outside on the pitch, and the Coyotes can't get there in time. Wayne Overman into the end zone as Air Force has scored now 35 points in this first half, and we will head into halftime down 35-21. We have not been able to slow down this rushing attack at all. A tough first half for our defense, and our offense has made some plays but has not scored enough to keep us in this game. We have 185 yards rushing, but compared to 266 for Air Force, we're not really staying all that competitive in that statistic. We will open the second half with the football though, as we'll start on the ground with a 4-yard gain for Jalen Page. Page will stay as the back with McDonald in the slot. Good block there by Deontay Knox as Tate continues to go forward and picks up 15 yards on the QB run. He has 29 yards rushing on 6 attempts. Page is the back. He gets a pulling guard and tries to make a move, but still is able to fight his way for the first down as he ends up with a 12-yard run. We've ran the ball 31 times, only thrown it 6, but we've still been effective on offense. Another run as that one is for Page once more. He's got 7 yards. Jacoby Patton comes in motion as they give it to Bolden, who falls forward and picks up the first down. A gain of 4, getting a number of different players involved in the running game. Tate is the QB. An excellent option defense there. Nowhere to go as Jace Bobo with the tackle. A loss of 4. Second down and 14. Throw outside as it's a catch for Deontay Knox. Make it a little more manageable now on third down. Muhammad Ali Saria is in the slot. Throw underneath for Page. He tries to make a move and might got a yard or two, but it will be 4th down and 6, and we will come on for the field goal attempt. Alec Hennies has it, and it is straight down the middle. It'll stay a 2-score game though, now down by 11. Morris will keep it on the option as he's brought down by Zakowski, but picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and 3, a big opportunity for our defense. They give it to the fullback, and Robinson brings them down, but it's a gain of around 4 or 5, and it's enough to keep the drive alive. Overman comes in motion. They fake it up the middle, now pitch it out wide. Myrick's in the open field, and Zakowski with a touchdown saving tackle. I love that play design though, with a little counter step to the left and go back to the right. 1st down and 10, they give it to the fullback, and he'll run it outside. Think he was probably supposed to go up the middle, but still is able to pick up 10 yards as Sylvia brings him down, but it's another 1st down run for Omar Fata. Now 3rd down and 6, pressure will get there, and Will Morris goes down. It's Tevin Robinson with the sack. He leads us in sacks this year and has already surpassed last year's total. The kick is up and it is good, and it'll now be back to a 14-point game. Already down to 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, as it'll be a keeper for Jalen Tate. He picks up around 8 yards there. Twin tight end to the right along with 2 receivers to the right. They'll go stretch play to the outside for Page as he picks up 2 yards and the 1st down. Now 1st down and 10, Page is the back, and they'll sweep it outside for him, but nowhere to go. Great initial penetration by the defense. And it'll be 3rd down and 13. The motion Knight out of the backfield. Throw and a great catch in a tight window. A perfect throw, perfect catch between Tate and Deontay Knox. Now Tate will keep it on the option as he picks up 9 yards there, following up a dime of a throw with a good run on the ground. Knight is the back on 2nd down and 1, and good penetration in the backfield. They get there quickly as Noah Bush forces the loss of 2. We'll spread the field on 3rd down and 3, and Muhammad Ali Saria drops it. He was open, no one really near him. A great read by Tate, but we're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th down and 3 underneath. Here's Knox. He's into the open field. He can be explosive when he gets out there, and he's got 28 yards to set us up. Goal to go. He has 3 catches for 58 yards. Now a give up the middle for Bolden, who powers his way into the end zone, and we've cut this back down to a 1-score lead with 7.5 minutes left in the game. Almost everyone in the box. They pitch it out wide though, and Overman gets outside and has a big gain. We had 9 in the box, 9 blitzing, and it still was not enough to stop the run. A sweep to the right, and it is brought down as Myrick is hit hard by Sylvia, and a loss of 2. They give it to the fullback up the middle. He trucks a defender and is brought down after a big hit, a 12-yard gain. So 2nd down and 9 as they'll give it to Overman, who stretches it outside, breaks one, and is brought down by Jackson Harvey, who was a little quiet last week, didn't make a ton of impact plays for us. They'll go back to the between the tackle game as the fullback will keep it and get him inside of the 5. Really starting to gash our defense with these runs straight up the middle. Overman, and he is stopped just shy. Thought he might have broken the plane. Jerron Covington in on the play. Overman on the pitch outside. Anderson gets there, but Overman breaks the plane, and Air Force has extended their lead back out to 2 scores with under 5 minutes left in today's ball game. 3 down linemen for Air Force. They give it to Page. He finds a hole and makes a nice spin move and shows off some good burst there to avoid the initial defender. 2nd down and 7. Tate's going to keep it on the quarterback run. He's hit down hard and gains maybe 2 or 3 yards. Knight is motioned out of the backfield as Tate's going to throw. He's got Knox, and he breaks the tackle inside of the 35-yard line, down after a gain of 23. He has 4 catches for 81 yards, following up last week's very strong performance. A throw outside, and a dangerous one as Trayshawn DeVones knocks it away. Might have had a chance for an interception there if he wanted. 3rd down and 10. Tate will throw triple, maybe quadruple coverage, looking for Deontay Knox. A poor decision there, and the offense is going to stay on the field. We're not quite in field goal range, and we need some points here. Wide open, it's Knox into the end zone. He always seems to come up big. He came up big with a long reception last week when we were trying to make the comeback against South Dakota State, and comes up with a touchdown there. 3 minutes left. Air Force will probably start to try and run some clock here, but that one is dropped, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now 3rd down and 7. Morris is going to throw. Wide open. He's got his back, Overman, who goes right up the seam uncovered for 28 yards. Morris is 2 for 5 for 44 yards. A split backfield as the pitch will go to Myrick. He's got some room to run to the 25-yard line. Brought down on top of the Mountain West logo. 2nd down and 5. Looks like they're going to go back to the read option, but it is well defended this time as Sylvia has his 3rd tackle for loss and 10th tackle. 3rd down and 9. Air Force is going to throw. Morris steps up, looking downfield. It's intercepted. Deion Kendrick has it and is brought down at around the 2-yard line. So we're going to have to go 98 yards to tie this game up. And it's going to be tough. We turn the ball over, and Deion Kendrick answers back and saves the day and gives our offense a chance here. That was also the first interception that we've had all season as a defense. 2nd down and 10. 3 wide. Tate's going to throw. Open along the sideline. It's Knox who gets out of bounds after a 12-yard gain. A great route ran there by him. 2nd down and 10. Knox is the recipient once again. Tate fires a strike for 24 yards. We're at a minute left now in this game. Tate throws once more. He's got Muhammad Ali Surreal, who hangs on to this one after taking a punishing hit. The clock will stop for the 1st down. Tate's going to throw outside. He's got Knight, who gets out of bounds but loses 2 yards, and we need a touchdown on this drive. 3 wide. It's Nathan Ellenbecker in the slot now. As Tate is hit as he throws, it'll fall incomplete and it'll be 3rd down and 12. Knight will be motioned out of the backfield. Tate's going to throw. He goes that way. Wide open. It's Tate Knight inside of the 10. And he doesn't break the plane, but has it goal to go from the 1 with 40 seconds left. The clock will run a little bit. We're not going to stop it. And throwing outside, Phoenix McDonald goes up but can't bring it in. It'll be 2nd down and goal. 4 wide. Soria and Hicks in the slot. Tate will step up. He goes down and is sacked. He loses 4 yards and the clock will continue to run. We get up the line with 10 seconds left. 3rd down and goal. It'll be Tate to the end zone, and this time it's Jacoby Patton who will tie this game up pending the extra point. And Ice hasn't missed one this year, but we'll have to see. But Jalen Tate leads the 2-minute drill, 98 yards, and here is the kick. The extra point attempt is up, the hold was good, and the kick is good. So with 7 seconds left, we've tied this game up, and now we just have to get through 7 seconds to force overtime. And Eyes will kick it away. It's a squib kick, and it goes right to Air Force, who is able to get to around the 46-yard line, only using 3 seconds. Not an ideal squib kick there. So first down and 10. They're just going to have to chuck it to the end zone. Morris has a pretty strong arm for an option quarterback. He throws downfield. He's got his man. It's Brandon Merrick. The Hail Mary is complete, and Air Force has come back and won. Absolutely an abysmal final 7 seconds for the Coyotes. They try to pull off another miraculous comeback. Instead, this time they're on the poor end of a dramatic finish. We saw Fresno State catch a Hail Mary earlier this year in a completely different situation. Theirs ended up at the 1-yard line. They let Merrick get behind them, and Air Force is victorious. A real shell shocker of an ending there, as it flipped very quickly. The highs and lows of football, I guess. We were able to pull the comeback off, but Air Force gets the last laugh with the Hail Mary. Jalen Tate had over 10 yards per attempt with 2 touchdowns. We didn't run the ball super well outside of Rakeem Boyd, but Page was back over 5 yards an attempt, which was nice to see. Deontay Knox has had back-to-back incredible performances, nearly tripling his season total in these games, which is great to see. Tevin Robinson with another sack and then a pick by Deion Kendrick. The first one forced by our defense. But we'll have to get over the heartbreak quickly, as we have a tough opponent in Boise State coming to the Dakota Dome next week. They're only 1-4 in the season, so they've struggled so far, but they're one of the best Group of 5 programs. They normally have talent, and they have talent this year, just hasn't actually played out on the field. They will be without Kaheem Waleed, as he is their #1 receiver. He hasn't made a big impact so far in his career, and he will be graduating. But looks like they'll be out without one of their better weapons. Hank Bachmeier is still their quarterback. He is very veteran, a decent athlete who we saw last year. He ran the ball well against us. They have a new running back in Duncan who has some nice athleticism. And then at receiver, Stephon Cobbs will step in as the #1 receiver, but then outside of him and Bowens, it's a lot of inexperience at wide receiver. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. It was a very tough loss, a tough way to end this episode with a loss like that. No real updates in recruiting. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Another very dramatic finish. This time it just doesn't work out for us. But make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more of the South Dakota Dynasty. As I'll see you next time for our game in conference against Boise State in the Dakota Dome. I hope you have a great rest of your day.